Recording in progress.
Okay, let me start
Recording in
recording.
progress.
Hey, what is up, you beautiful people? I'm Chant, and I'm here to make your life easier. Hi, hi, Lakshmipati. What's up, beautiful host? Do I look beautiful with this gray hair? No. That is good. Cool. Thank you very much, Avinash. This means a lot. Hi, Soumya. So let's wait for like 5 minutes. In the meantime, let's just talk. What is going on? How many freelancers in the house? I know Avinash for a fact. Okay, my voice now is it clear? Yeah, this room has some echo, so I had to install that crisp noise cancellation software. And what it does is pretty much removes all the noise, so even my voice. So now I think it's loud and clear when I talk like this. Or maybe I know I can do something like this, like this. I don't know, it looks funny. Cool. It's not clear yet. Is my voice clear, guys? Let me know. I think it is loud now if I keep it near to my face. Okay, okay, okay. My voice is very less. Well, I can't do anything. अभी तुम मोबाइल में ही अपना ज़्यादा कर सकते हो. I mean, just increase your volume. I can't help it beyond this point. Yeah, I think it's clear for everyone. Your videos are crushing it. Every day I get a new perspective watching your videos. Guys, Souvik, please, yeah, do it in, make it everyone and send. That is a very beautiful compliment. Thank you very much, man. That's a beautiful thing to say. Hmm. So cool. So what is up? How many freelancers in the house? I see 21 people joined. So let me see. Avinash is a freelancer. Who else? Who else? Cool. Some people are asking how to enter the meet. Give me 1 second. I will just send them invite link. I'm in my office. Great. What question have you asked? How many people are freelancers here in the house? So because today's webinar is just for freelancers. So yeah, here we are. Cool. Okay. Traveling, low connectivity. Awesome. Okay, fine, no problem. We'll send you the recording. So I see a lot of people here. Okay. Let's get started. I think 24 is a good number. Anyways, I can share the recording with you guys, so it's fine. And well, before I get started, just want to tell you this that whatever I'm about to share, this is something that I've exclusively shared only with my private coaching and my own courses. But this is something that I'm about to share with you. Avinash knows it because he kind of joined my training, but it's completely fine. Uh, Everything that I just summarized in my training, I'm going to reveal to you here. Now, before I get started, I'm going to ask you if you know these two companies. How many of you know about the theme Astra from WordPress? Put me in the chat box if you have downloaded the Astra theme, whatever, or wherever. Okay. Is it a good theme? Is it a good theme, guys? Astra, by the way, has the highest number of downloads after, uh, WordPress default themes. So 1.8 million downloads. And yeah, me recently you cracked. Okay. Yeah, it's an Indian company. And guess what? I turned them into my client and they paid me $6,000 for and, and just to write emails for them. The one thing that I have to do is just to write 10 emails for them every single month and a few articles. That's it. How many of you know? Yeah, monthly. And $6,000 is a yearly deal. So monthly it comes to $500 just to write 10 emails, right? Is that a good number? Cool. How many of you know about this? I don't know, many people will know this. Capitalism.com. How many of you know this? And yeah, so I joined Ryan's mastermind and I made friends with an agency owner there and they hired me and I do the exact same thing. I just write 10 emails every single month and I close that deal for $9,000. So that comes close to $750 a month just for writing 10 emails every single month. So is that a good number? Let me know in the chat box. So basically, Ryan invests in e-commerce brands, and what he does is he just outsources the marketing to a marketing agency, and I made friends with those. Yeah. Are you automating those emails? No, 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 not a single bit of effort apart from just writing. That's it. No automation work yet. But if I do automation, I can ask for more money. Yeah, that's definitely a good place to start. Now, these are two of the highest ticket clients that I ever landed. There was one other company. By the way, you guys don't know it, but I'll show you. There was one more high ticket client that I just finished working with, and this is their uh, we yeah, affiliate marketing sales page. I just wrote one landing page for them, and this was it. Like this is a 3,192 word landing page, and I also wrote a tripwire landing page for them. So 3,192, and this was again 1,570 word. So total of 4,500 words, and I charged this client $1 per word, and he happily paid for it. So that was about $5,000, the easiest $5,000 I ever earned out of it. Now, why am I bragging about myself? I mean, I'm not supposed to brag. I'm not that kind of a guy. I just wanted to show you some results for you to know what is the possibility of what I'm about to share. Okay. So do you guys agree? Yes, in a single project 5K. Yes. Do you guys agree that these are good numbers? And if I just show you the system through which I landed these clients, you will be able to land such clients at least within the next 12 months. Is it good? Is it worth? Let me know in the chat box. Perfect, perfect. Great, great. Now, in today's webinar, I'm about to share with you something that I share only with my private coaching, and that is the Samurai Sword freelance strategy. And I know this sounds a little cheesy. What is the Samurai Sword and all? The thing is, the why I named it Samurai Sword is that most of the freelancer, most people, the way they do freelancing is dead wrong. Trust me, dead wrong. They just simply send some random cold email asking for job, job दे दो काम दे दो भीख मांगने लग जाते हैं, and they hope that the client just replies back to them. That's not how it works. You become a noise with other freelancer because every damn freelancer out there does the same thing. And why I named Samurai Sword is it's the strategy that I'm about to share is sharp as a samurai sword. It cuts through the noise like hot knife through a butter, or whatever similes or idioms you can use. Okay. So how many of you are ready to get started? Put GTG in the chat box. Hey, Anuj knows my secret. These are power words. Yes. Awesome, awesome. Cool. So in today's webinar, we'll talk about these 5 things. How to approach freelancing, what is an ICP, how to generate leads for yourself. That is a secret step that I did not even reveal to my personal coaching. No, I revealed to my personal coaching students, but not to my community members yet. My own personal honeypot cold emailing sequence that can turn every single email that you send into a money making machine. And finally, I'm about to share a freelance funnel. How does a freelance funnel look like? Okay. So deliverability mein, I'll share with you my own cold emailing sequence and my own flow chart, or basically the funnel chart that I just developed for freelancers only. Freelancers who don't have money. There is a separate funnel and separate sequence for people who do have money to invest on ads. But I understand that most of you people do not have a lot of money to run advertisements. So in that case, this is the funnel that is going to work. How many of you are ready and set to go? Put ready for me once again and we'll get started. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Awesome, perfect. Cool. So let's get started. The first topic, okay? First time hearing freelancers have funnel. Oh, dude, freelancers needs funnel. This is exactly why I mentioned Samurai Sword. Usually freelancers do not have. But if you have your own funnel for yourself, for your own freelancing, you can absolutely kill it in the market. And how to visualize that funnel, I'm about to share with you right now. Okay. And this is something that we'll be doing. I think how many of you are in the 21-day career Kickstarter? Just let me know. Just put me in the chat box. I think some 10, 15 people are coming in. Okay, Deepti is there. Okay, so this is literally we are going to like hardwire this funnel into your brain, which is absolutely going to kill it. Okay, so now very first thing, how to approach freelancing. Okay, this is something that I share with my tribe, and I think a lot of people do not understand how to approach freelancing. Many people are like, okay, I'm a content writer and I'll just blast an email to every single one who needs content writing, or pretty much every single website out there. How many times you have done it yourself? How many times you have felt like, okay, since I write content, let's just shoot some 10 emails or 100 emails to all the different companies that I can just find and see what I can land, or at least thought of doing it. Let me know in the chat box. Feeling guilty, done that before. Yes, I understand. Right? Now, here's how you should do it. This is how you should approach freelancing. You need to have one niche, one persona, one brain itching problem, and one solution. Now, let me rephrase that. Okay. Content writing is not a niche. Okay. It's a service, it's not a niche. Niche consists of two parts. One is a service, the other is the persona. Okay. For example, content writing also can go deeper, right? I write emails. Let's talk about emails only. Email marketing for e-commerce. Done. That's a niche. Email marketing for hotel and travel businesses. That's a niche. Content writing alone is not a niche, right? Content writing is a service. It's a process. It's not even a solution. It's just a service. Okay, that's how you define your niche. So my niche, as you guys know, how many of you know that I am into e-commerce? People who follow me on YouTube, they know that I post a lot of videos on e-commerce. I have a lot of experience in e-commerce, and that's like one of my plus points, right? Copywriting for coaches can also be like broken down a little bit. Copywriting itself is a service, it's not a solution. You can mention landing page write up or email sequence for coaches. Email marketing itself is a copywriting process, right? So copywriting can be broken down: landing page design or landing page writing, ad copywriting, ad copy optimization, or let's say email marketing sequences for coaches. That's a niche, definitely. So we are close there, Hemant, but yeah. Okay. So you need to have one niche. Next, when you are starting out, you need to have one persona. I'm not saying that you need to stick to this one persona for very long, but at least stick to this for 3 to 6 months. 6 months of dedicated focus on e-commerce got me all these clients. That's it. Although Astra is a SaaS client, that's client that I landed recently. But yeah, 6 months of dedicated effort landed me my first e-commerce clients. I designed websites, I wrote emails. Then I felt like, okay, if I write 10 emails, I'm getting the highest ROI, and that too per month basis. I mean, how many of you would love to have, let's say, 5 clients that pay you $750 per month? Right? How much would that be? 750 is 1500, 1500, 3000 plus 750, $3,750 per month. Is that a small amount? No, I think. But imagine landing recurring clients. That usually happens when you hyper focus and establish yourself as an authority in a particular domain. And that's what helped me going ahead. Okay. One persona we just discussed. Well, who is that one persona? Who is it an e-commerce entrepreneur? Is it a hotelier? Is it a logistic company? Is it a software company? Is it a coach or consultant? Who is that customer persona? And how do you find it? The way I look at persona is it should be as closely related to you as possible. For example, if you have come out of, let's say, an engineering company, or let's say you have come out of an IT company, you know about softwares, right? Now you are in marketing, but you knew about software, so you can go around software companies. As simple as that, right? Let's say you came out of real estate and joined digital marketing, you can do, let's say, content writing for real estate companies, or ads, running Facebook advertisements for real estate, right? As simple as that. Now, what is the brain itching problem? I named it brain itching problem so that you guys are interested in this, because this is the most important point in this entire list. A brain itching problem is something that the other side of the, like, your client, they can solve, but they just don't have time, money, or resources, or even skill to solve themselves. Okay. Something that they can if they do, but they don't. Right. For example, these companies who hired me, let's say Astra is like a $10 million company, such a huge company, right? They still hired me to write 10 emails a month. They could have assigned someone else to do that, but they did not have either the skill or the manpower. And fun fact about big companies is many people are scared to approach big companies. How many of you are like absolutely scared to approach big companies? Let me know in the chat box, right? The fun fact about big companies is they are usually they usually are full with all their human resources. Every single one of their human capital, every single one of their employees has their own task and they're full with that. And if you propose something new, they usually don't have enough people to take care of that particular part. For example, writing email takes a specific kind of skill. Okay. An SEO guy cannot write the emails as good as I can write. Another landing page copywriter may not be able to write emails as good as I do. Or let's say a Facebook ad expert may not be able to write emails as good as I do, right? And they know for a fact that anybody can write emails, but nobody can write emails as good as Jayant. That is why people hire you. Now, when there is a problem where the CEOs have this particular problem, this is what I've seen with Astra and even with Mobco Media, which is a company that Capitalism referred me to. All of them had employees, all of them had people, and okay, all of them had people, but they did not have specific people who can solve that particular problem. A problem which demands a unique skill and a unique approach to solving it. Soumya Kumar is asking, hey, how do they know that you are good at it? They saw my YouTube channel. That is why every freelancer also needs to have built that personal brand. I know for a fact, by the way, I'll show you that guy's LinkedIn profile towards the end. And, you know, I'll show you that guy's LinkedIn profile, the guy who gave me this idea of building personal brand. And you know what he does? He keeps on posting LinkedIn videos every single day and he directly gets clients messages like CEOs and marketing managers approaching him on LinkedIn message. Hey, his name is Satyajit Mishra. Just check him out on LinkedIn. He says Satyajit Mishra, Clavio expert. And by the way, meet my flatmate. So yeah. So yes, he makes. Just say hi to Didi once. I see a lot of highs in the chat box. But awesome. Say here. I think the echo is canceling out.
Yeah.
Good.
So that's why.
Yeah. So let's get back to the topic. Now, this person only knows how to run Klaviyo for e-commerce brands, and every single day he gets one or the other messages from, uh, CEOs and marketing managers who require services like Klaviyo automation, email marketing, and all of that, and that becomes your solution. Like I said, if you are just writing content, you are not providing a solution. That's a service. That's not a solution. A solution is automating emails for e-commerce companies. A solution is writing newsletters, engaging customers. That's the solution. Your service cannot be a solution. Your service is what you do. Solution is what they get. Okay? Right? How many of you understand this concept? How many of you have heard about all these 4 points till now? Or this is the first time you're hearing it? And does it make sense? Bulb on movement. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much. Cool. So now this is how you approach freelancing. But before you go ahead and start hunting for clients, you need to define your ICP. ICP is called Ideal Client Persona. This is recorded. I'll send over the recording as well. So I'll just fill it. Ideal or client profile or persona. It's like I prefer to name it client persona. It makes sense. Okay. So ideal client persona is who is that guy that you need to work with. Okay. So let me show you how you can define your ideal customer persona. So you can either go ahead and approach small companies, medium companies, or large companies. But how do you categorize small, medium, or large companies? Okay, let me show you that. Oops, sorry. I forgot the shortcut. Oops. Okay, I'll just do it manually. Cool. So a small company is they usually have less than 30 employees. Okay. So Learn Today is a small company. So we have only 17 employees. When it is a small company who has 30 employees and they need some sort of service, they usually don't hire very fast. And you go ahead and directly send an email to the CEO or co-founder, and the CEO and co-founder is usually the decision maker of such a company. Okay, they usually don't have a hiring sequence in place, and the decision maker is always a CEO or co-founder of that particular company. So whenever you are sending an email, and if you know the employee numbers of that particular company, go ahead and send your cold emails to the CEO or co-founder. He is the ideal client for you. Okay, now when it is a medium sized company, let's say 30 to 150 employees, okay, in that case, a chief marketing officer, CMO, or a marketing head, they are usually the decision maker in the hiring process. CEO is usually taking care of the operations part of the company. Okay, operations means is the software is developed or not? Is there, do we have something else, like for example, customer support is on place or not? So all those things. And chief marketing officer or marketing head usually is the person who is responsible for hiring marketing activities, controlling all sorts of marketing. This is especially for marketers. If you are an HR guy, then send a mail to the HR head or something. So your respective department head is something that I would suggest. If you are a web developer, go ahead and check out the chief technical officer, CTO. Okay, now this is how you find medium companies. If it is a large company, go ahead and send a mail to marketing head or marketing manager. These are different: chief marketing officer, then marketing managers, then marketing heads. If it is a very big companies, more than 150 employees. Now you might ask, Jayant, how do I know employee numbers, right? How many of you have this question in mind? Let me know in the chat. How do I know, like, how many employees are working in this particular thing? Okay, LinkedIn, people know. Awesome. I have a better way to do it. I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay. Finally, how do you generate leads? Once you have figured out who is your ideal client persona, okay, let's say it's a small company within 30 employees and they are into e-commerce. And one more thing that you need to learn about them, how much money do they make? I'll show you how to do that. Yes, Anuj, apollo.io. Anuj, यार ये cheating है यार, तुम तो हमारी email list में हो ही. चलो ठीक है. Okay. And how much revenue they make. Second, what niche they are in, and who are those people, what is the designation of those people. Okay, now how do you generate leads? And before generating leads, here are a few pointers. There are a few types of clients that you should not take, ideally should not take. I mean, I'm nobody to suggest you that you should or should not take. I Whenever I took this kind of client, I had a very bad experience. Okay, and there is a group of people that you should take as clients. Okay, and it's very mathematical, by the way. Typically, if you're looking for a client in India and they are making less than 1 crore per year, I would ideally avoid it. And 1 crore might seem like a huge number, okay? But it's not that huge. Imagine, let's take a e-commerce company, okay? To reach 1 crore in revenue, they just have to make 10 lakh rupees of revenue per month. Okay, I just started an e-commerce store as a joke and it made 6 lakh rupees in a month. That was in revenue. And I did not have any employees. I did not even need any employees. 10 lakh is no big deal. Okay, so if a company is doing less than 1 CR in revenue in India, do not go for them. They are usually small companies and they are little bit hesitant in hiring. Plus, what happens is they expect too much. Okay, they expect a lot from the freelancer. They want you to do SEO, they want you to do email marketing, they want you to do landing page creation, all sorts of headache they'll put on your head. I did not like working for the last company that I worked with, and it was a headache, and I did not like that. So, ideally I suggest don't go for them, but if your appetite is as such, then definitely go for it. Okay, and similarly, if it is an abroad, like client outside the India, then look for minimum ARR, annual recurring revenue of $1 million. Okay, and yeah, Hemant Vash, one of my store reached 40 lakhs in 3 months. Absolutely, e-commerce mate is absolutely possible, man. My one of the good clients that I worked with was joyfit.in. They make like 3 crore per year, and they're beautiful people to work with. They will only ask you to write some few lines of copy per day and you can chill out. Very easy to do, work with them. I landed them for like some 3,60,000 rupees a year. So 30,000 rupees they were paying me every single month to write like code, the product description, emails and stuff like that. Pretty easy. Yeah, ARR is annual recurring revenue. And never, this is like my very personal experience, never ever go for small businesses. Matlab, Oh, it is so bad to work with. And I had such a bad experience with small businesses. Small businesses like, अरे यार मेरे घर के बाजू में किराने की दुकान है, can I do digital marketing for him? It's a great approach. I can understand your psychology, but those people are not ready to invest. And people who are not ready to invest are something that you should not ideally look for. So, by the way, I should, kind of define companies. Small companies with less than 30 employees, not, let's say, small businesses like local business. I let me go for like local. I'll put like local and local offline small businesses, something like that. I can put like the image, the imagery that I want you to develop is like जो छोटे वाले बंदे होते हैं, small business owners, they usually don't understand the they don't understand investment. Okay, they don't understand what it takes to trust another guy with a process. They want to be the owner and they micromanage everything. This is just my experience. Your my experience might be different. I had very horrible experience with such kind of stuff. So I ideally avoid such people. And many people tell me ki, "Arey Jayant, I don't have a lot of money. Can we work on a revenue sharing basis?" I straight up tell them, boss, to set up your digital marketing alone will take 50,000. Uske baad we can talk about revenue sharing. Do not even talk to me before that. And those kind of people are usually filtered out. काम ही नहीं करना उनके लिए, क्या करोगे बॉस? They pay you what, 10-15,000 and they'll give you all sorts of digital marketing work. Can we really handle it? Digital marketing takes an entire team. Like we right now in DD's team, we are 17 people working together on one single project. Then only we are able to make it work, right? Uh, that is what I mean. Sandeep says voice is not clear. Is it not clear, guys? Am I audible? Let me know in the chat. Or is my voice low? I think it is not good now. Okay, fine, cool. So I'll put my mic near to my face, then it will be okay. Cool. My mono mic, I sold it. I have a Shure mic which is at the office. Yeah, Hemant was very correct. They think they hire you for 24/7 in just 10 to 15K. It's not worth doing. So I mean, that's what my experience is. I don't know what your experience might be. I just don't take such clients. Okay. Finally, client that you should take. These are beautiful client to work with. Client with more than 1 crore revenue in India or more than $1 million ARR and abroad. I'll tell you how to find their MRR or ARR and all those stuff. Or it's a great idea to partner with marketing agencies, not any random marketing agencies. Again, marketing agencies with at least 50 people on board. 30 to 50. We can put like 30 to 50. So right now I'm working with a company, they have only 30 employees. So the good thing about marketing agencies is they generate the leads for you. And it becomes easy. Like you don't have to generate your own leads again and again. And they can even hire you for like, in a recurring basis. So it's a very good idea to work with marketing agencies. And how to find those agencies, I'll tell you that as well in a very soon. Secret step, I'm not going to reveal. I'm going to reveal it towards the end. And this involves building your personal brand. And I'll show you with example. Okay. Now is the time for the gold. How many of you are ready to see the cold email sequence? Or wait, before that, I'll share with you my freelance funnel. How many of you are ready to see the freelance funnel? Put FF in the chat box. Awesome, awesome, perfect, perfect. So let me go ahead and share. This is the cold email sequence, but before that, I'll show you the cold email funnel. So this is how the funnel looks like. I'll share maybe private link is enabled, only you. Oh, okay, so this is there. So if I share this link with you, let me know if you can see this thing in your computer. Let me see in my private window once. Okay, you can't zoom in. It shows like, okay, I'll share a screenshot of this, but let me go take you through this entire sequence, okay? So this is typically how cold email sequence work. You generate leads, you send them an email, you send them a cold email, right? Right. You send them a cold generate leads. This is the first step. Then you send them a cold email, and this is completely on automation. Finally, they respond to email, right? They can either say yes or they will either say yes or no, or they will either not respond. If they say no, then though it's done. Like you don't bother them much. If they say yes, ask them to book a call. If let's say they don't respond, they don't reply to your email, then follow up emails. There is a sequence. How do you manufacture or how do you manage your follow-up emails? I'll show you that. Then finally, book a call. Okay, you ask them to, you send them your Calendly link on the second or the third email. They book a call. In the call, they might either show up on the call or they may not show up on the call. Right? This is what happens. If they show up on call, you we basically ideally tried them to convert on the call. They might purchase your service or they do not purchase your service. If they do not purchase, then follow up and try to book a call and try to close the deal. Or if they purchase your service, then you get a lot of dollars and you are happy as a clam, right? And if let's say they don't show up on call, again send a follow-up email and book a call. Now I have solved this part of this particular sequence for you, this part and this part, this follow-up. But let's say if they don't show up on call, or let's say they don't purchase or they don't show up on call, this part you try to do it for yourself, because this is something that has to be exclusive for you. Otherwise, if you use just a template, this is not going to work. Based on the situation, you send an email. Let's say, for example, let's say somebody does not show up on call, and let's say he is an IT guy, he is on a trip to Japan or something, I don't know, something around that. Then you customize your email accordingly. I cannot give you a template for it, right? So this particular part you do it yourself, but I have solved this particular first touch email and the follow-up emails if they don't respond for you. So how many of you want to see the cold email sequence? Put cold email sequence, CES, in the chat box. Perfect. Awesome. So there are a lot of people who want to see the cold email sequence, and this is something that I'll be sending you over the email. I'll put it in the WhatsApp groups. I'll send it everywhere, and do not lose them. I might forget the links and everything, so do not lose them. Keep it somewhere, save it as a bookmark and everything. So let me take you through the cold email sequence. Okay. And after this, I'll show you the secret hack that I'm just testing now. By the way, this is something that I have not revealed to anybody, not even my private coaching clients. This is just for you guys. You guys take the idea and implement it and let me know how it looks. Arey Avinash, tum to apne group mein ho yaar. Like, people who are in my group, they already know. So cool. So after this, I will link above is not opening up. It's fine. Cool. After this email sequence, I'll show you how to generate leads as well, so that you get an idea. Or guys, do you want to know how to generate leads first? Let me know in the chat. What should I do? Shall we generate leads? Okay, cool, fine. So let me share my entire screen and I'll show you how do I generate leads. So I use a tool called Apollo.io, and it is like worth spending $50 a month, dude. It is worth spending $50 a month. I mean, it is free completely. You can generate leads for free as well. It has some limitations, but it is free. It has a free plan. You can absolutely get around with the free plan. But I use this $49 basic plan. I do not have an affiliate link. They also don't take affiliates. But this is a wonderful tool. And it says 200 emails credits per month, but actually you will get, and you can send unlimited emails per day itself. So I mean unlimited, I mean like 200, because Gmail itself allows up to 200 emails. So by the way, it integrates with, oh shit, what happened? Oh, I have to correct my billing information. I'll take it later. Okay. I remember today morning I paid for it. Why is it showing it like that? Give me 1 second. I did something. 31. I paid for it. I paid already, so it's going for 31st May. I don't know what is happening. Anyways, I'll fix it later, but let's go ahead with this. Okay, Apollo is a beautiful tool. This is in my premium plan. If you're on the free plan, some of the options may not be visible, but I recommend you get the premium plan. The $49, 3,000 rupees it takes per month. And imagine if you land one client that pays you 38,000. I mean, you are recovering 10x your ROI, right? So let me show you how to generate leads. So Apollo is a beautiful thing. So if I go on search here, I can generate leads two ways. Okay. Let's say, let's talk about some emails from, give me a company detail, guys. So let me just go ahead and check best email, West SEO marketing agencies. So by the way, I know a SEO marketing agency. So let's say quicksprout.com. Quicksprout, they have a software, I think, but okay, let's say quicksprout.com. Let me check. Quicksprout. quicksprout.com. Okay, just put in the domain name here, hit enter. You'll see creative director ka email ID. Whoever is in LinkedIn using quicksprout.com email ID, they will, you will see their emails right here. Another, let's say we want to see kingkong.com.au. Let's see. Yeah, all these people are employees of King Kong. So you can totally generate leads from this. You can also generate real estate leads from here. You can get real estate companies leads, but not the typical real estate buyer leads. Okay, if there is a real estate company, you can get leads for those because it's all B2B, it's not B2C, right? Now, let's say you don't know any marketing agency name. Let's say you want to partner up with a marketing agency and you just want to find some agencies in, let's say, United States. You can simply go to location. By the way, it links with LinkedIn and you basically get the LinkedIn interface here. Just type in United States here, location mein. You see 54.1 million leads. Let's say we are going to industry. Here you just have to put marketing and advertising. All the industry, all the agencies will be categorized in this particular thing, right? Co-founder Neil Patel, because co-founder of what NP Digital is what is marketing agency. Riddhi Soni, I'm not going to do that. Please do your own work. I'm not going to spoon feed you. Please understand the concept and apply it yourself. Okay. Okay, fine. Now we found marketing and agency companies. Now there are 5 lakh leads right now you have, right? Now let's say you are targeting small companies that have less than 30 or 50 employees, right? There is a section called employee count. Click here, simply type in these two. So I typically don't go for companies below 20 employees. It's totally up to you if you go there. But it's fine, okay? 51 to 100 employees is also like small to medium companies, it's completely fine. Now you have 1 lakh employees to work with, 1 lakh leads. Let's say we only want to talk to CEOs. Now go to the top section, go to job titles, put CEO in the chat box, in this box, and now you have 2,300 CEOs list with less employees and who are only into marketing and advertising. Now you can simply click on access mail. Oops, sorry, I have a payment failure. I might have to renew this, then it will work up. So if you have paid, then it works. Now let's say I want to make friends with Neil Foster. He is a CEO of this particular company, which is agencyhabitat.com. Okay. So I can just click on this IN button. I'll just straight up land in Neil Foster's personal LinkedIn profile. I can simply give him a follow, send him a message. Hey Neil, I checked out your website. Great work with Habitat. Do you think Neil will respond back to me if I just start making friends, not asking for anything in return? Absolutely. This is the trick, right? And you can absolutely export them. I think you have some option. Yeah, you can like select up to 25 people at once. So, and here is an export button, and that is how you pretty much do it. So इसमें थोड़ा सा difficult है. Apollo has that one thing, but I can understand Apollo does not want you to spam people, and that's also a negative thing for Gmail and all. So they don't allow you more than 25 emails at a time. So in a day you can generate as many leads as you want, but 25 at a time. So 25 ka batches mein you can just, let's say, do 100 batches in a day, and you can get all those leads at a time. And Apollo also has an inbuilt email verification process, so it will verify the email for you. So for some reason, because of my credit card failed, that RBI thing, it is not doing it properly, but yeah, it does. So I'll show you some of the results as well, the same sequence that I sent. Okay. So this is a company that I'm working with right now, KitCode. It's a Singapore agency. Faisal, are you there? So it's a agency that wanted me to send cold emails for him, and yeah, we are trying to see what is the result we are going to get. But this is something that I sent. Okay, so SEO email, I sent about 174 emails. 14 got bounced, which is not a good thing, but 11 got finished, and I got like 2 replies. One client I landed right here. Okay. Another best cold email that I sent is this one. I sent about 341 emails, 341 emails, उसमें से कुछ bounce हो गया. I got some 129 open rate, and some 19 people replied. Out of 19, I'll talk to two people who agreed to come on a meeting, and I landed one, and the one that I landed was Astra. So that's how I did it, and that's how it pretty much works. So how many of you are ready to see the cold email sequence? Put see yes now. So now you are ready because we have generated leads. Now we are about to send cold emails, and I'll show you the entire concept of the cold email sequence as well. Now all of this knowledge is completely with this. Okay, I mean, I feel like this session alone has recovered all your the DMC gold fees. Okay, Renu Karya is like, Jan, please show the revenue filter. Okay, so I did not show revenue filter because that is in the paid plan. I'll show you the revenue filter as well. So this revenue filter you can also target by technology. Let's say you are only targeting Shopify store owners, okay, people who are into Shopify. So I'll just close this, just put Shopify in here, and done. You get all these people who are running a Shopify store. Let's say you only want to work with people who have a ClickFunnels account and you are a funnel designer. Just put ClickFunnels in here and you'll find all these people, CEOs, who are using ClickFunnels. As simple as that. Which tool are you using? Apollo itself. It has an inbuilt tool. So nothing else required apart from Apollo. And technology is a paid thing. Revenue is another thing. Let's say you want to, let's go back. By the way, I want to show you some list. One of the lists that I generated is for Indian e-commerce startups. Like, how many of you know about 1K founders? So Imran took a session recently, right? So I was the one who sent this cold email to all the Shopify startups in India. So let me show this one. Shopify CEOs in India with minimum of 500,000 of annual recurring revenue. All the CEOs, 428 emails that we sent, and this was one of the lead generation mechanism for 1K founders. So this is what I did with Imran, and this is exactly what I did. And right now we are generating leads for Android app development agency for one of my other client, the KitKat client. Okay. Now let's go back to the technology. Let's say I only want to work with people who are using Shopify in India. Let's say company location is in India. By the way, Indian clients are also good to work with, but the thing is, like, you have to filter it by revenue. If they have revenue, they don't mind spending. So revenue may I typically use 0.5 million minimum. Okay, 0.5 million is approximately 3 crore, 3.5 crore के आसपास, 3.8 crore के आसपास, and max I just leave it blank. Now here we have 59.6k leads, and I'll just simply go to job titles and put CEO, and that's it. So 256 dedicated people who are making at least $500,000 in a year. So INR का नहीं आता, so you convert it into dollar and try. So CEO को छोड़ के you can also try founder. This also works. So 660 leads right in front of you. See Chumbak, Duroflex, Heights, Ford Motors. Go crazy. Send cold emails to all of them. Here you also see employee count. Okay. So now, yeah, Amulya Herb. Nobody would have heard about this company, Amulya Herb, but it is making $500,000 a year, which is insane, right? So yeah, so this is a way to filter that. Now let me share with you the cold email sequence. Yeah, I don't need to stop the sharing all the time. Anyways, this is the one. Now this is how the cold email sequence looks like, and this is something that I'll be sharing with you as well. I feel they're already so big and have teams, so why they get service from us? So make yourself known, bro. Every freelancer out there. So I don't know what guru has taught you how to do freelancing, but I follow DD and his methods just work like magic. When I started my YouTube channel, even it is a small YouTube channel, people took me seriously because I am consistent. I'm consistently sending emails and consistently producing content around one specific topic. Because I grew my personal brand, other companies also took me seriously. And you know what? Like, do you think people don't do research on you when you send a cold emails? They search your name on Google, and if your content does not show up, nobody will take you seriously. And this is why I feel my own YouTube channel also has helped me a lot when it comes to, getting freelance clients. And 100% I recommend, keep posting on LinkedIn, keep creating content on YouTube. And I think some people are here. I think Avinash is in my private community. Uh, I think Ajay or yeah, she knows. Like like we have a homework in my private community. Every single day, I ask people to post something on LinkedIn related to the niche, and people have like seen insane results out of it, right? It has created a spike exactly. And imagine tomorrow if somebody does the research on you, comes to your LinkedIn profile, they know that Avinash is active. Avinash is an expert in, let's say, SEO. They will definitely consider you for hiring. If you just send a cold email, it is not going to work. You need to build a personal brand. It is absolutely mandatory. Follow bonus week assignment 1 and 2 to the T and you are gold. That's it. Okay. So yeah, let's get back to the cold email sequence, the gold of this entire webinar. So this is a 4 email sequence and I'll show you from the first to the last. Okay. This is how I send cold emails, and this is inspired by a lot of mentors. I have recently joined one IC framework course, International Client Framework, and some parts of it are inspired by them. Some part of it are my own. Some part of it are from DT himself. So I've just compiled the best bits and added them here. So the first email is sent on day one, and the subject line is always very intriguing. Okay, it has to be like very exciting, and it has to be filled with some open hook or open loop. People say it has to be like encourage curiosity. For example, quick question about company name. Let's say quick question about learn today, and do not use it on learn today. We already know, so it may not work with us, but it may work with other people. So quick question about learn today. Let's say, hey Deepak, icebreaker is something that you customize for a company. Okay, or something like this you can write a general line. Hey, I checked out your LinkedIn profile and your posts have been phenomenal. Or let's say you're working with a coach. Coaches are usually active on Instagram, right? Hey, I checked out your Instagram profile. It seems like you are growing at a rapid pace and I love it. So icebreaker is a line that you use to basically build that bond with him. Okay, so it can be anything. It totally depends on your niche. Okay, now I checked out your website. I believe I can bring you more conversion out of your paid marketing campaign, or at least share some tips and make friends with you. Then smiley. I helped Amari Perfume. This is one of my previous brands, brands that I worked with, a D2C brand in Europe, so I helped Amari Perfume, a D2C brand in Europe, have a launch of $10,000 in their first month. Would you be interested in the strategies that can help you grow your sales? Let me know, and I'll send you my calendar. This is a simple email, and this can be changed. I don't always write this line. I'll send you my calendar. I also send something like this: reply reply with a yes, and I'll send over a complete website audit. So this also is something that I use. So basically the call to action in the first email is not to hire me as a freelancer. The call to action has to be, I'm ready to do a free audit for you. I have seen your website and I've already done an audit and I would love to send it for you, but without your consent, I'm not going to send it to you. So reply with a yes, and I'll send over a complete website audit. And the website audit can be a simple 5-minute Loom video where you can audit their website very quickly and share some pointers and tell them what can be improved in the website and how you can help them in that particular video. As simple as that. But it's a very simple, small, crisp email that just lands in your company's prospects website and helps them understand what you do. Let's say this guy does not reply. Okay, it happens, right? CEOs are busy. How many times you have sent cold emails and you have not received a reply? Let me know in the chat. I know a lot of you must have been there, and this is very natural. People are busy. Even I am busy. Okay, I am busy because some people have sent cold emails to me as well, but I have not gotten around to open them. So, so you have to do something which is called follow up, and the money is always on the follow up. Okay, many people are busy. If some people have followed up with me, I would have hired them, and in fact I have hired them. There was this guy Faisal. He's in DMC Gold right now, and there is this guy Shriyo Gwable from batch 11. He kept on following up with me. There is one more guy Arnav who kept on following up with me. Because they followed up, I felt like, Arey, I forgot about you. Let's just interact with you. The money is always on the follow up. The future is in the follow up. So always follow up. So this next email is the follow up email, and this can be totally automated in Apollo, and that would be, if I show you the entire process, it will take me another hour. So let me show you the cold email sequence, and maybe I'll create a video and send it over, or maybe I can take another session on how to automate these things. Okay, The first email has to be like this. It can be a very small tweet-like email. You just send it to them, show them a case study that you have worked with this particular client, help them grow somewhere. And if you don't have a case study, create a case study. If you are a content writer, have your own blog. Show them the results of your own blog. If you are a coach yourself, then show them the results of your own coach. I myself has a document like this, Giant's funnel. Every time I send an email to a coaching client, I have a portfolio of myself. I have a portfolio of DD, but DD is already a big brand. So many people have this objection that, hey, DD is always big, so why are you sending us? It's normal that he gets good conversion. So I tell them that, hey, I also have my own case study. This is my own funnel. This is how my free ebooks. This is my landing page. This is my 14-day email sequence. These are the stats and how much revenue I generated. Everything I just write and send it to them. So that is basically a one sentence case study that we call. Okay, this is taken from Alex Berman's course. So in this one line, you basically mention what things you have done and how you can help the other brand. Okay. Now let's say they don't reply to this email. What you have to do is to follow up with this particular email. And the follow up goes like this. It goes as a reply to the previous email. The reply is like, hey, Deepak, Jayant here again. I know things over that might be crazy. I'm just following up on my last email I sent, just sending an hello to push my email to the top of your inbox. Simple, plain, straight. I'm not going to be a pushy salesman. I'm just making friends, right? If somebody does not reply, this is a cool follow-up that you can simply send. How many of you think that this is a very mild, non-salesy, non-pushy email? Let me know in the chat box. Sandeep, they followed up for what? They followed, by the way, Arnav pitched me for FB ads for my own e-commerce store. He handles Facebook ads for my e-commerce store. Shiog pitched me for content writing, and Faisal pitched me for lead generation. Helping with lead generation. So help me with lead generation of my courses and everything. So I kind of hired them on this. Cool. So yeah. So Bharat says me, thank you very much, Bharat. So this is one follow-up. Let's say they don't even reply to this email. You send them a third email. And this is also an automation. I'll show you the automation sequence as well. Okay. Hey, Deepak, let's say the subject line is, did you see this? Again, very curiosity installing, intriguing subject email that like forces the other person to open the email. The purpose of this email is to get opened, right? Subject line says, did you see this? Now DD opens up. Hey, Deepak, hope you are having an amazing day. In case you missed my previous email, here's the short brief. I'm Jayant. I help e-commerce store boost their revenue through paid ads, paid ads and direct response marketing. I would love to do it for, let's say, lunch today. Hypothetical scenario. Would you be open for a quick chat? Okay. Now you send them another email. In day 8, you send them an email if they don't reply on day 1 and day 4, and it can be all automated. I'll show you some sequence that I've already built. I will not show you how to build it from scratch. Okay, that will take me a lot of time. Now all the best, your first name, signature, and be done. Now finally, if they don't reply to that fourth email, subject line, this is, I call it a breakup email. The subject line is that guy. It's like very intriguing. The subject line is just 2 words, that guy, and it's like full of curiosity. Final shot at whether they open your email or not, right? Deepak, I don't want to be that guy who keeps on sending unwanted follow-ups. Sure, you're busy right now with Learn Today. I help e-commerce brand grow their, sorry, I missed one line here. Here's how I think I can help you. Not I think, here's how I can help you. By the way, you can send this. Here's how I can help you. I help e-commerce brand grow their sales and email with paid ads. I'm guessing. Okay, I need to rephrase this email a little bit. I think there is a small disconnect between these two lines. My copywriter brain is not cringing. Earlier, I did not notice this, but anyways, this also works. I help e-commerce brand grow their sales and sales with paid ads. I'm guessing this is not a priority for you at the moment. You can reach me when you need copywriting and email marketing services. Oh, dude, what the hell? Okay, sorry. This is a big boo-boo that I made. So I think last time I was doing a demo, I changed a lot of things. I help e-commerce brand growth, e-commerce brand get recurring revenue, get additional 20 to 25% MRR or monthly recurring revenue. MRR is the term that anybody can understand. Monthly recurring revenue through retention marketing. So retention marketing is basically emails and WhatsApp campaigns. I'm guessing this is not a priority for you at the moment. You can reach me when you need copywriting and email marketing services. I would love to work together. Reply with a quick yes, and I'll show you some awesome strategies to apply. Thanks, and done. So this is like a breakup email where you don't like reject the client. You basically tell them, hey, you did not open my email. It's completely fine. But if in case you need this kind of service, then you can reply back to this email anytime you want. So sometimes people just open and they don't reply. So it's like a last ditch of effort that you send to them. Sure, this particular email is not very well connected. So I'll have to like go through this entire thing to just make them streamlined again. And yeah, that's how it pretty much works. So how many of you would like to see the cold email sequence? Yes. Chiradeep says client react to this type of emails. By the way, do you want to see a reply to one such email? Okay, fine. And I'll tell you how powerful this email is and the kind of clients we landed using this sequence. Okay. So right now we are in talks with a very big company, and all of you know that company. It's that big. I bet that every single person in this webinar knows that particular company. And let me show you this. Oops. Cool. So using the same sequence, I'm not going to show you the content. This is for that KitKat client. This is all basically a little bit, I cannot share to the public. But how many of you can see this domain name next to this Google, this thing? Yes. Using this very same sequence, we got a reply from Google. The guy said, hey, Sam, we can have an exploratory chat in the later part of next week. Friday sounds good to me. First half India time. This is how powerful this email is. So don't ask me the question, hey, do clients react to this email? Clients do. This is that powerful. And yes, right? So this is the email sequence. This is a little bit more streamlined, basically. So I show them again, quick question, first name, I found a profile. This is a thing we enable. This is the one-line case study. This is the one-line case study. This is the service. I checked out your app. Do you have time this week or next to call? Again, that quick bump. Third, if they don't reply, competitor, there is another email that I crafted just for them because this is a paid client. Finally, this is a breakup email. I tried reaching out. This is subject line. Let's say this is Google ka guy, let's say Satya at google.com. Let's say, Satya, sure, you're busy right now with Google. I'm guessing it's not a priority for you at the moment. You can reach me if you want to add social networking features to your app. I would love to work together. Reply with a quick yes whenever you're ready. And I'll show you some awesome strategies to apply. This is it. This is a very simple, sweet, powerfully impactful email sequence that you can use. Okay. Now, there is one more strategy that can make it absolutely kick-ass, absolutely powerful. But before that, let me show you how it looks like in Apollo. Okay. This is Apollo sequence. This is the cold email. This is the new cold email sequence I'm A/B testing right now. So basically, this is the entire automation thing. So first automation looks like this. You click on this. This is that first thing that I sent. Okay, found your business on IG and looks like you are crushing it. This is the icebreaker. Then this is a small thing. I auditor your content, current website content. Can I send it over? Cheers, Jan. Then some PS section. So I keep testing different emails, but the best one that has worked so far, I have just shared with you. And if they don't reply, this email goes as a reply to the previous email. So the first email is like this, but the second email on automation goes like this as a reply. Hey, Deepak, Jant here again. I know things over that might be crazy. Just sending an hello to push my email to the top of inbox, like that. Day 8, another email in case you missed. Then day 11, final breakup email. And these are the starts. By the way, this breakup email has not been delivered to anyone. Fortunately, I got replies within the second email itself. It did not go to the third or the fourth email, so I have to still work on them. But yeah, nevertheless, you can still use this entire sequence in your own projects as well. So how many of you think that this is insane? Put insane in the chat box. Awesome. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. Now, how many of you would love to see the super secret samurai sword technique that I have been hiding from you since so long? The secret step Showed you the freelance funnel. I showed you the cold emailing sequence, and there is a secret step that I have been working. I've been testing again. This has worked for me. This secret step has helped me land that $9,000 client. And this is something that will make sense to you, but I can bet, almost guarantee, that you would not have heard about this strategy anywhere. Almost guarantee, not perfectly guaranteed. Okay. The secret step is this: making friends. And I cannot tell you how many cold emails or freelancing courses I have taken, and this particular thing people have not taught to me ever. Making friends, and by the way, the other one is personal brand. Making friends, what do I mean by making friends? Okay. See, the cold email thing, it works to an extent. It works in volume. When you have like 2,000, 3,000 emails, you can expect to get like 500, 600 replies, and you can close like 5 or 6 clients out of this, which makes sense. But nevertheless, it's still a cold email. The person does not know you. And the best idea is to get known first and then send an email. Then you are sending not a cold email, rather a warm email. And how do you do it? Recently, I have been trying this. Okay, हेमंत, अरे यार तुम तो अपने ही स्टूडेंट हो, तुमको तो पता ही है. You need to build trust. चलो. So basically, what I've been doing recently is, as soon as I generate leads from Apollo, I open their LinkedIn profile. I find them on Facebook, send them a Facebook friend request, send them a LinkedIn connection request, send them a message on both platforms. Let's say Hemant. Let's say Hemant is my client. Hey Hemant, I just checked out your LinkedIn profile and it is fantastic. I love your post, and I just checked out your website as well. And I'd love to learn more. I love your values, man. I mean, come on, you have grown this company to such an extent. You know, just saying hi so that I stay in touch with you. That's it. No call to action, nothing, just simple, straight, building relationship, making friends. And yes, this is the part that cannot be automated, and this is why many freelancers don't use this. But what I do is I do the unscalable, non-automatable hard work first before doing all sorts of smart work thing. And this works like crazy. If you know anything about me, people who know me, I do not take hundreds of clients. I only work with 2 to 3 clients at a time who pay me month on month. That's it. I right now I only work with Learn Today, which is my full-time job. Astra is my client. Mako Media is my client. They pay me every single month on a 12-month contract. I do not need to go ahead and land another client because I'm covered for the next 12 months. I don't have to hunt another client, right? After 12 months, I would have built such a strong relationship with both the companies that I can absolutely extend the contract for another 12 months. As simple as that. There are 22 million businesses in the world, and you just need 3 to 4 businesses that keep on paying you 30 to 50,000 rupees a month. That is it, right? Simple stuff. And you do all this kind of stuff by becoming a friend, by building a relationship. And people who are business owners right now, people who are agency owners, they can resonate with me. You do not scale an agency with cold email. You scale an agency by building good relationships, by getting referrals, by getting all of those stuff. This is hard work. This takes time, this takes effort, this takes guts to get started, but not everyone does it. And if you can just do this small tweak, you can absolutely kill it. Now let me get you some stats, okay? Let's say you send Facebook friend request to 20 people in a day. Every single day, relentlessly you work, you send Facebook friend request and LinkedIn request to 20 people. That's it. Not more than that. Let's say 20 people. In 1 month, you are reaching out to 600 people. In 3 months, you are reaching out to 1800 businesses, 1800 people, 1800 businesses. Can you imagine this? These are not some cold people. These are real businesses. These are real people with whom you are making friends with. Imagine when you send an email to these people. Let's say Avinash ke saath, let's say I'm friends with Avinash and Avinash is my client. And I send an email to Avinash after 3 to 4 days of us chatting on LinkedIn. The headline itself will write, hey, do you remember me from LinkedIn? That will be the email headline. Avinash will definitely open that email because, hey, we met on LinkedIn. We talked on LinkedIn. And that will have a better reply rate because there I have put so much hard work in building that relationship, nurturing that prospect, that that particular job or freelance gig is almost guaranteed. Now, this is something that is totally against what all those gurus say. But I believe in starting friendship. It's like just going on a date. You don't ask a girl to marry you on the day number one. You ask them for a cup of coffee. Then you ask them to go on a movie. Then you ask them for lunch. Then maybe for dinner. Then maybe for LinkedIn. Maybe for Netflix. Then maybe you meet them with your friends. Then maybe you propose them or whatever. Right? It takes a sequence. This is how it works. Right? I hope that dating analogy is good. So yeah, how do you stay connected? What to discuss more? That is something totally up to you, Renu. There is no mathematics to this. That's the beauty of it. Every single message has to be unique. The first message can be just saying hi. The second message can be something related to your niche. That is why one person, one problem, one niche, one solution is important. Let's say you're talking to an e-commerce business owner. You can say them, hey, I love your products, man. I keep on buying them every single month. How do you manage such a big company? Now you have struck a pain point on your very first message. Then start talking about how do you manage the company. Then you talk about marketing. How does the marketing look like? Would you be open for a video chat? I happen to be a copywriter. I can take a look at your copy. Do you want me to do this? Simple. Now there is no mathematics to it. There is no sequence to it. Friendship does not have mathematics. Friendship has what do you call it is very impulsive, right? It is non-intentional. So yeah, you build trust. I cannot give you a sequence. I can only give you a framework. The framework is just say hi on the first email. Second, show curiosity on their company and talk about how they manage it. And once they start talking, keep them hooked and uh, you know, basically turn the tides of your conversation towards marketing from anything else. That's it. As simple as that. So how many of you think that what I just shared is like absolutely powerful and you loved it? Put loved it in the chat box. How many of you think that तुम्हारा DMC का मतलब पैसा ही निकल गया एक ही सेशन से? Like DMC payment is like worth it. Awesome, perfect. पैसा वसूल. Awesome, perfect, perfect. Loved it. Love you guys as well. Every session you only take. No, no, DD will take. DD will take. This is my specialty. My specialty is e-commerce. My specialty is freelancing and consulting. I can also take a session maybe on coaching for coaches around here, but DD will be there one. Now, this is for people like why I mentioned people who are in the 21-day career Kickstarter is will literally force feed you into this system. I understand that a lot of people who are into 21 days program will not take action. Who are not like a lot of people whom I shared my advice with will be like, okay, ये सब ठीक है, but you will definitely have problems taking action. I had problems taking action. And guess what is happening in 21-day career Kickstarter? I'm going to force feed this entire sequence to you. कल को अगर हेमंत आता है उसके साथ में बैठ के लिखेगा तेरा email copy, your entire sequence, making friends. I'll ask Hemant, hey Hemant, did you send 10 cold emails? Did you send 10 Facebook friend requests? Did you send 10 LinkedIn connection requests? Did you start a conversation? All of these things. That is how powerful it has become. And I'm totally excited to get started. So how many of you are in the 21-day career Kickstarter? Yeah, yes, 21 day in Bangalore in our office. So I was supposed to be in Bangalore for 15 days, but the day DD announced 21-day career Kickstarter, I'm here for the next 3 months. I'm going to personally see that people who are in the career Kickstarter are going to kill it in their freelancing or in their business. Cool. So yeah, anyways, so nice session. Thank you very much for loving it. And yeah, let's bid each other good night, and I'll share all these things on as a recording on your email, and I'll share these links as well with you or with Yogesh and Abhishek. They can send over an email. Okay, awesome, perfect. Bye bye. Where is it? How to enroll into 21-day career Kickstarter? So 21-day career Kickstarter, how many of you want to know about 21-day career Kickstarter? Okay. Okay, let me just call DD. Yes, Shruti, there is a WhatsApp group. Definitely, there is a WhatsApp group. People who joined recently will add you to the WhatsApp group. 21-day career Kickstarter is basically an offline training program that we launched. What we realized that you guys don't need any more content, right? How many of you agree with me? You have enough courses in your life. You keep on buying courses, but you don't apply. How many of you agree with me? Just put agree in the chat box if you know agree with me, right? You keep on buying some or the other coaches
keep on pursuing courses. But what you need is implementation, right? What I just told you, I paid some like 65,000 to get this sequence and get all the the friendship thing I actually learned from Dennis Dimori. He is a fantastic guy. He's a great email copywriter, by the way, and many of my mentors. But still, it took me like 6 to 8 months to implement this. And that is where I realized that, bro, you need implementation. You don't need another course around it. You need implementation. How many of you agree with me? And that is what I was discussing with Didi, that, hey, our people who need content, they don't need another course to learn. They need hand holding. They need to implement what they are learning, right? And that is exactly why we designed something called as 21-day career kickstarter. It's not a challenge, it's a career kickstarter program where you come to our office in Bangalore, in Kormangla, and we sit together for the next 21 days where we help you craft your email sequence. We help you for freelancing, craft your email sequence, craft your messages in LinkedIn, and that will be personalized to you. For example, Hemant is coming, it will be completely personalized for Hemant, so that it is completely on point for him. It's not some random template, it's completely customized for him. Yes, 21-day consistency will also create a habit. And we'll have a lot of fun. We'll go to some pubs or something if you want to hang out with beautiful girls, or if you want to, talk to people and want to just chill out on weekends. We'll have some chill out sessions. We'll also have knowledge sessions. We'll also have implementation sessions continuously for 21 days. So yes, that's the whole point, to make you guys implement to get you to the success level. So that is all about 21-day career Kickstarter. And no, we are not full yet. We have a few more slots left. I'll just talk to Didi for this. If how many of you are interested in 21-day career Kickstarter? Just put me in the chat box. If you guys are interested, we can take another webinar just on this particular thing. Perfect. Okay. Cool. So do one thing. Maybe send me an email at jayant@learntoday.com. If possible, we'll take one more webinar. If not, what I can do is you can just send me an email at jayant@learntoday.com. And yes, only for people who have completed DDIP, by the way. And what we can do is we can talk on email and see if you are good fit for 21 day career Kickstarter, and you can join in and you can get started. We are starting on May 23rd, by the way. So yeah, thank you very much for attending, by the way. It was awesome. What do you feel about this session? How are you energetic at this time also? Great energy. I just had 2 full cups of chai before coming to this event. Yeah, cool. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So just for those guys who are interested in career Kickstarter, we have like some 2 or 3 slots left. So do one thing. We'll not do another session. If you are interested, send me an email in giant@learntoday.com. And what we can do is we can sit together and maybe decide whether you are a good fit for this or not, whether I can help you or not, whether we can help you or not. And then we can join in. We can start on May 23rd. Okay. Cool. Put cool in the chat box if we are done. And maybe good night in the chat box. GN in the chat box if you repeat each other. Good night. Perfect. Perfect. Bye bye, guys. It was fantastic.